Hi, I'm Minta Thomas. I'm here to present Social Data Mining Techniques project, which is based on social media management. Here is the agenda of our PPT. We have included introduction, objective, tools which we use in our project, the whole process flow, customization, code snippets, sentimental analysis, and storage, and the link of our video presentation. Coming to the introduction, we have chosen the data of different car brands including Hyundai, Volkswagen, Ford, and so on, and our data includes about 8,700 records. We are a team of 4 members with Nanu Elizabeth Joseph as our team leader, Shaikh Nawaz as a project manager, and Ishwant as a developer, myself, Minta Thomas, as the data analyst. So the main objective of our project is to develop a social media management application, and it has to satisfy 3 different tasks, which is the first one, to analyze the data, which can include both text data as well as images. Secondly, to perform sentimental analysis and image recognition of their selected data, and finally to visualize these data. And the tools which we use for our project include the programming tool which we use is Python, and for web scraping we use Beautiful Soup, and for storage we use Amazon Web Services, and in order to do customization we make use of Microsoft Cognitive Services, and for visualization we use Power BI. Here is our process flow. We have chosen the data from customer affairs, so we'll get the brands of different cars which are in the market, and we did web scraping making use of Beautiful Soup, and image recognition of the data is done making use of Microsoft Cognitive Web Services, and the data is being stored onto Amazon Web Services or AWS, and finally the visualization of the data is done making use of Power BI. Here is a image of custom vision about our car brands. In custom vision, we mainly have 3 different steps. First is to upload the data, then is to train the data, and test the data. Now, in this session, we can see that after uploading the images, we have an option to add tags for our data. So as we can see here, we have added certain tags like Hyundai, Honda, Kia, Volkswagen, and so on. And here are some of the images which we have uploaded onto our database. And after uploading the data onto the database, our next step is to train the data. And then we can go for quick test. And all these things will be done in our demo presentation by our team member Yashwant and Nawaz. And now rest of the presentation will be handled by Nanu Elizabeth Joseph. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nanu Elizabeth Joseph, and I'm the team lead of the project for this project, and I'm here to give a brief explanation about the codes that we have used. So, early mentioned above, we use Python for the coding. So this method is used for image recognition. So from the browser, we'll take each images for the custom vision using this code. So for that we import libraries, custom vision prediction library, and for credentials we use API credentials. So according to this we get the images, and prediction is done here. Probability prediction is done here. So next is data extraction and analysis. For web scraping we use Beautiful Soup for web scraping, and sentimental analysis is used by using this function. So data extraction is done using Beautiful Soup function. So these are the URLs. URLs is given here for each branch, and from this website we'll get the data. Next is data insertion, code for data insertion. So to add records, insert reviews, that is brand. The field names are brand, review, and polarity. Then for images, brand, logo, and image. These are the 2 tables that we have. So we get the information using from the web scrapping. So this is the database code. Next is storage. Local database, that's the table, the review table. So that three fields, that is brand, review, and polarity, and these other fields inserted. Next is AWS, which is we use Amazon Web Server for the cloud. So this is the cloud storage that we have. Next is sentiment analysis. So first one is Toyota sentiment analysis. So here we can 874 data sets are there in the database for Toyota, and positive 699 positive reviews, 164 negative reviews, and neutral is 11 neutral. So which evidently say that Toyota is kind of popular among the consumers, and it has a good brand name, effective. Next is Charlotte. Here 300 data are there. A positive is 2 or 5 positive, negative 86, and 9 neutral. Reviews, that is polarities, goes like that. So which means that it have a huge difference between negative and positive polarities. So it's Charlotte is kind of favorite for everyone, according to this analysis. Next is Hyundai. In Hyundai, 1,420 data sets are there. But here the negative polarity is higher than the positive. So which means, according to the polarity, Hyundai is not favorite among the consumers, and it has less popularity according to the analysis. And here the reviews are given the side for each. Here also there is review given. So 0 rating is possible. I really don't know where to begin. So it has a very bad review here given by some customer. So Hyundai have less popularity. Thank you, and a detailed explanation about the code will be demoed by our coders. Thank you so much.
Hi Rick, this is Ishwant, and I'm going to walk you through the coding part of the assignment and run and test a few samples of the code which I have used in the project. So as mentioned earlier by my teammates, the reviews which we are using for this project are taken from the consumer affair websites. So these are the URLs which we are using, and we have a total of 9 brands for this project. And since there are a total of 8,700 records across the 9 car brands, and I couldn't run everything in this presentation because it may take a long time. I have used a single car brand for this sample testing, and I have commented out the rest of the brands. So for extracting the data from the web page, I am using Beautiful Soup web scraping. And for the first step in web scraping is I am iterating to 50 pages in that in the brand review website, consumer affairs website, and I am formatting the URL based on the page we are in now. So after that, I am using Beautiful Soup, and I am extracting the review spot alone in this line from the review from the whole web page. And for that whole list of reviews, I am taking a single review and I am printing it here. So after that, I am finding the polarity for that single review using Vader sentiment, and I am inserting the review and the polarity along with the brand for which the reviews was taken into the database. I am using a separate table in the database for storing the URLs for the images and the logos which we are going to use in the visualization in the Power BI. For that, I am using a separate module, image URL module, and I am storing the logos in a separate dictionary and the images which we are going to use in a separate dictionary. Since the logos in the consumer affair website for each brand was not clear, and some of the brands was clear, but some of them was not clear. I am taking the URLs from a Google website, separate websites. Before inserting these images into a database, I am passing these images into a separate module which I have where I have written the code for image recognition. So this is the code for image recognition. So I am taking the URL. I am fetching the URL from the other module here, and I am passing it to the Azure Cognitive Services Custom Vision AI, and I am using the trained model which I have already trained in the Custom Vision website using some other images, and I am using the prediction endpoint and the prediction wave key for that, and I am predicting the probability for the used now using images with the uploading images. So I am going to after this process I am uploading all the data into the database. So for testing I have created a separate test review and test images database, test review and test images tables, which is empty as of now, and after running this code it will data will get inserted there. So these are the test images and test review tables. So these are empty as of now, and in the reviews table as mentioned earlier there so when I run the code there are about 8689 records, and for each brand there are about 500 to 1000 records for each brand. So for the since there is a time limit on this presentation and I cannot run the entire code, I am using just one URL, and I am limiting the pages to 2 so the code will run faster. So so if I run the code now, so this is the image which I have uploaded. This image is fetched by a URL which I showed earlier, and this image is going to be uploaded into the database and used in the Power BI visualization under the Chevrolet tab. So these are the extracted reviews from the website, and this is the probability percentage from the Azure image recognition software. And if you look at the database, previously it was empty. This tables was empty, and now we are getting the uploaded logo and image. So this database is connected. The actual database is connected to the Power BI, and the data is fetched and visualized there. Also, the image recognition software works with not only with the car brand showrooms and logos, it also works with the car models also. To show that I am just untagging this line of code, and I am fetching a car URL from a website, a car model URL from a website, and if I replace it here, and if I replace it here, and if I run this model alone, you can see that the car which I have used, it's a Honda car. So with sorry, it is running again. So the probability for Honda is 99%, and since it is somewhat similar to Volkswagen Jetta or some other models, it is 10% 10% Volkswagen, and the rest of the probabilities are low. So this is the coding part of the assignment, and the visualization part of this project will be explained by Navas. Thank you.
Hi Rick, this is Sheikh. I'm here to walk you through the sentiment analysis of what we performed. So here are some of the glances slides that we performed. So we have performed the sentiment analysis for Toyota, Chevrolet, and Hyundai, and 5 other more category of cars. So we imported the reviews and images through MySQL data, and we have performed the conditional column for the data. So if the value is if the value is minus, is less than or equal to 0 - 0.5, then it's said to be a negative polarity. If the value is less than or equal to -0.3, then it's said to be neutral. If anything other than this is said to be positive polarity. So here it goes. This is the sentiment analysis what we perform for Ford, for the brand Ford. So this is a negative polarity. This is yellow is a neutral one and green is a positive one. So we on the whole we have 1394 polarities, that is 712 negative, 164 of neutral, and 518 of positive polarities. So if we click negative polarity, so the review count changes to 112. The review count changes to 712, and the value changes here. So if we try for positive, so there will be a whole of 518 positive polarities, and the value currently changes here. And if we click on here, so the review changes, so does the polarity. So on the whole, if you want to see a negative review, so this is the one. So I'm sending a review from here that shows a negative polarity, and the review count is 1, and then the rate of negative is minus 0.92. So it happens for this every review. So I'm changing this, breaking a try way of I chose a negative polarity. So does for so this is a review and sentiment is for we perform for Chevrolet brand. And so here there are on the whole there are like 300 review counts. So 86 of negative, 9 on neutral, and 205 of positive reviews. So this is a positive. So when I click the positive chart, so it shows all the positive data, and by clicking review, it shows it's a positive, whether it's positive or negative. It's a positive count, and it has a polarity of 0.34. So for everything it performs the same. So Chrysler, it has all the positive reviews of 309, and so the Honda has a positive. Sorry, we have here we have selected the positive reviews, so it shows only the positive reviews. So if you click the negative review, neutral reviews, it shows the neutral 421 reviews here. So it applies for every other brand. So Hyundai has review count of 643, one negative review of 643, neutral of 139, and positive of 638. So when you click the highest peak, so okay, you can click the 0.6, which has the highest polarity here. So it is positive, and it shows what is the review that has that polarity, and it shows positive. So this is what this is a sentiment analysis we perform for these all the brands here over here. So and we have put into the slides of sentiments of Toyota, Chevrolet, and Hyundai. So that is it. Thank you.